Just recently, Las Vegas hosted one of the country's largest design markets. It's where retailers come to launch all the latest in home decor. Our very own creative contributor, Michelle Crowley, attended the trade show to see what's next in the world of interiors. And what stood out the most? The ball pillow. Bold and pretty, but also pricey. Michelle made it her mission to recreate the look for less. And she's joining me today to help us add this pop of a pillow into our homes at a fraction of the retail cost. Michelle, we can always count on you to keep us on trend, but also on budget.
Right.
So
there's a way to do both.
You're so good at this. Now, it sounded like these ball pillows were popping up everywhere at the trade show.
They were. First showroom I walked into, I saw several, and I thought, oh, those are super cute.
Yeah.
And then we went to another showroom, and I just kept seeing them. I'm like, oh, this is the thing.
This is the thing.
This is going to be a thing for spring.
It sounds like.
I didn't see one there for my price, which is wholesale, for less than $100.
No.
They were upwards of $200 for a
pillow.
That's a pillow. We can do better than that.
Okay, and I love that your mind sees it and immediately thinks,
immediately I was like, I'm going home and making those.
Okay, well, I'm so excited. I was telling you during the break before that I want to do this with Avery because we just brought out the sewing machine the other day for a school project. I can barely use it, but she was so eager to learn it, and I think this would be fun.
This is the perfect project for somebody. This is like junior high sewing class skill level.
Yeah.
It's perfect for that.
That's my level, so this is perfect.
That's perfect.
Walk us through what we need to get started.
Okay.
Like what are our supplies?
A sewing machine.
Okay, that's helpful.
That's going to be, so drag it out of the closet, go pick up your mom's, whatever. And your fabrics. Okay, here's my little thing about fabrics.
Oh, okay.
So, which I didn't think of until I started working on these.
Yeah.
This was a pullover sweatshirt that I went through my DI pile before I took it to the DI.
So brilliant. Yeah.
This was a pullover. These were some sweats. This was a little pillow from Target. I mean, not pillow, like little throw blanket, Valentine's from Target. These both were remnants from other upholstery projects that I've done in the past. So think outside the box.
Okay. All right. We don't have to go to the fabric store. Because
there are fewer and fewer fabric stores now.
Yeah.
It's really harder to find fabric, but you can also get online and order whatever you want.
But I love the idea of repurposing something that
I'm
maybe
all
we're
about
not using
repurposing.
anymore. We all have that.
It's going to make it even less
donation pile,
expensive,
right?
but it's
Okay,
really
so
minimal that way.
fabric can be a little bit of everything because we've got some texture, some heaviness here.
Right.
This feels a little
really
thinner, like
light.
cotton, right?
Yes. So really any fabric that you want to use. This one I am lining a little bit because it is really light. So, and I'm just cutting 2 layers when I do it and just sewing them together. So it's really not any extra step, but just because it's a little bit light.
Got it.
Couple things when you're doing, we're just going to jump right in.
Okay,
and we're going to
take us through it.
So when you choose your fabric, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to cut on the grain. So for people who don't know what that means, or on the diagonal, on the 45.
Okay.
So your fabric is going to come, long and short. And what you want to do is the 45 is this.
Oh, okay.
And the reason for that is fill that. So you've got to stretch when you go on the 45. If you're on the straight grain, it's not stretchy. So, so that helps you. That's going to help the pillow lay nice and the seams lay nice.
Okay.
And not be all bunched up.
So we're going to go opposite.
So we're going to take our pattern. I just got this off of Etsy, and we're linking the pattern to the website, to the KISS, to the Studio 5 website. So if you want the pattern, jump on there.
What are these?
These are just weights, so we don't have to pin everything.
Oh.
It makes it faster.
Things I don't know about this world. I love it.
I love this. You can pin if you want to, and use regular scissors. This is just a lot faster. So we just cut it out like this.
A rolling X-Acto knife.
It's a rolling X-Acto knife, and I'm not going to cut the whole thing because we're, but you get the idea. We're just going to cut it out.
How many of these are we going to need?
It depends on the pattern. Now, I have 2 different patterns that I've used.
Oh, okay.
I've used this one and this one. You can tell the width. See, look at the width.
Right.
This one's really skinnier.
Both of them.
So this one right here, this took 9 panels.
And then did you use the skinnier for this big one?
Yeah, I used the skinnier one for that one. And then the rest of them are 6 panel.
Oh, okay.
So it just depends on, it gives it only a slightly different look.
I like that we've got the options, and we'll link both of those.
I kind of like the 6 because you have less seams. So it goes faster.
Perfect.
So then all you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to pin your pieces together.
All right, so just along that edge.
Just along the edge. See, so this was like my cut piece right here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pin it in. And one little tip that I can give you about the pinning is pin your corners first, so the little tips. See how they have a little tip?
Yes.
Just pin the tip on each side, and then then go to the middle, and then work your way out
and then
for your pinning. Yep.
Now, I remember you saying too, there's a step you can't skip, and that's ironing.
Oh. Once we sew.
Once we sew.
We're gonna
Okay.
sew.
I got ahead of myself.
I sewed this part way already, so we could be speedy. But you're just
You're doing this on camera. This is real talent, Michelle.
We're just gonna throw this. I don't usually stand when I sew though, so we'll see how that goes. We're just gonna sew it up.
Right along to that corner.
Right along to that corner. And remember how I said put those pins in?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna show you here. Let me take this off the machine. Okay, so now I'm sewed. See how I put that pin, I put the pin right into the center.
There we go.
I put it right into the center so that that's my visual. I know that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna go over that pin.
Oh, we're not going over that pin.
No, and
Okay.
that's gonna give me nice little cool, perfect edges at the top.
Right.
So that's a little tip.
Okay, so it's not gonna become pointy there
Next
at the top.
thing is
and it rounds
we
it out.
want to iron.
Okay, that's when this comes. Is it after we've already done the stitching?
I iron each seam as I go, because once it's in this little ball shape, it's a lot harder to iron those seams down. So I iron as I go. But you want to iron because you're going to want those seams to lay nice and flat.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right?
Can't skip that, but it's
Can't skip
after
that.
you add each
Right.
seam. Okay.
On your last seam, this one's unfinished. You're gonna just sew the top and the bottom, but you're gonna leave a space so you can put your stuffing in.
Okay.
So I've started to stuff this one.
And what are you stuffing it with?
Just polyfill, just like the stuffing you buy from the craft store.
Plump in here.
Yes, and I use, on these bigger ones, I used a full bag.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's a lot of stuffing shoved in there.
That's good to know.
Then this is my next little tip. It's kind of a little magical. Stick your fist down inside there, just make a hole.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take this high density foam. This makes a huge mess. My living room is a disaster right now. I've got foam
so we're
everywhere.
pushing that in. What does
we're
this
just
do?
shoving that in there, and we're gonna shove as much of it as we can get in there. It gives it a really nice, heavy density. It makes it more dense, and it's gonna help it hold the shape. So
would have never thought. All these details, Michelle, you're always so good at making sure we know
the details. And
so
then
what
you're
was
just
the
gonna
cost
fluff it
per
back.
pillow?
Cost per pillow, so if I went out and bought fabric, I'd say you need about, depending on which size you're gonna make, but you're probably gonna need about 3/4 yard of fabric.
Okay.
So that's probably gonna run you, depending on the fabric that you're using, about $10, maybe $15.
Okay.
If you're jumping into your DI pile, your fabric's free.
So we're making this under $20.
Oh,
when
easily.
Retail, it's gonna be $200.
I think you're probably gonna be into this pillow maybe $18.
Oh my gosh, you are amazing.
Yeah.
I love all the inspiration you bring to us. We're gonna link all the details on our website, studio5.ksl.com, so that you can walk us through, because you have a more in-depth tutorial.
I do. I have a very in-depth tutorial that goes through all the little details on my website.
Okay, perfect. And what's your website too?
It's michellesdesignlife.com. Instagram is Michelle's Design Life.
And we'll link you there as well.
Perfect.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.